his goal: to destroy the tall poppy syndrome.
His platform, Today FM.
This is Robett Live.
Call 0800 Today FM.
There we go. 1:45 in Aotearoa, New Zealand, 6:45 in San Francisco. Today FM, Robett Live, episode 310. It's the time of the week where we catch up with Mr. Bruce Pilbara, very smart man indeed and a good friend. He's the CEO of Spirit of Adventure and joins me each week to share a nugget or two, a bit of wisdom, or sometimes just have a vent about things. Welcome to the show, Bruce. How are you, brother?
I'm good. How are you?
Please don't tell me you're still painting or doing something manual labour at your whānau's house.
No, I'm doing something with my brain today. I remember when we met down in Queenstown, Henima Elder was there.
Yes.
So I'm reading some of her research on traumatic brain injuries and their effect within Māori people. Yeah.
Oh.
How
That's a deep one. That's a deep one.
I'm doing some psychology papers. So that's what I'm working on. I'll tell you what, it's opened my eyes. Absolutely opened my eyes to how westernized and Eurocentric we are in our medical approach. Mm-hmm. So yeah, it's been a good learning day. Good learning day.
What a very interesting paper, because I'm Māori and my dad, I was 11 when my dad had a double brain hemorrhage and stroke, so I am more than well aware of how things can be potentially different. So I'm with you on that. So it's good that you do a bit of learning, getting some stuff going, and you're back at school learning too, which is good. Good on you.
Yeah. Keep my brain going, mate. It's very important. Keeps you young, doesn't it?
Yep. So this week, what have you been thinking about, and what's on your mind this week, Mr. Pilbara?
Well, I had a chat to you during the week, didn't we? And we sort of thought, what could we teach our young people, our kids in particular, about money, about the mullah, about the cash, and I sort of been thinking about that, and I remember reading about a movement that came through England initially. It was called effective altruism. And what it is that, how do we teach people to be altruistic, but to be effective with it as well? So how do you give to something, but obviously look for measurable outcomes? And that's kind of why I work for the Spirit, right? But I was thinking about with our kids, right? So how old are your kids? I know you're very private about them, but
3 and 4, 2 daughters.
So and they're girls too, aren't they? So they're probably paying them $200-300 pocket money a week, eh? Are they at that stage yet?
I will not lie. They try to do chores and get paid for it, and then they've got piggy banks. They've started the financial journey, and they've realized that when they do work, they get money. They don't know the difference between 100 and a 1 yet, which is good. So they've got a few ones,
which is good.
They've begun. It has begun.
And I've noticed when you pay for teeth now, for the ferry that, my day it was like 1 cent, and I think it's like a couple of bucks or $3. So inflation's certainly taken hold when it comes to our kids. But I think some of the things we should be teaching our young people, and I noticed in America they do this really well actually. In New Zealand, I think we need to be challenged. But how do you, if you gave your child a dollar, how could they save a little, spend a little, and give a little? If you just sort of started teaching them those 3 principles, like it's important to save, it's important